This guy here has done a lot of the research into the junior side of that with Craig. And your book was fantastic. And guys, I'll give you Styrling Striller.
It's been an incredible journey. What I want to bring to you today is how can you transform your practice score? What I would ask you to do is listen to what we are saying. We're not saying that when you just train the first 4 shots, you're training a player to end the point. That is not what at all we're saying. Actually, we're saying the opposite. When you train the first 4 shots and they become more productive at that, and the first 4 being serve, return, S1, R1, they actually become more consistent in the extended rally or into patterns of play, which is 5 to 8, the next 2 shots. So it's actually the opposite of what you think. You think, oh, if they just train the first 2 shots, they're not going to be able to rally. It's actually not true at all. The opposite will happen. They'll actually be able to rally a lot better. I'm going to do first strike point games. This is the first game I ever created. I want you to think of a bullseye, like a target. Okay? The middle target has an S in it. The next ring has a P, and the next ring outside has a G. So this is the GPS system. Strike and winning point. So what's the score? See, I don't think of shots as isolated shots unto themselves. That's why the number 2 is important. If you train a player in 2-shot sequences, okay, then one shot is related to another shot. Down. ISM is unsustainable. Isolated shot making is unsustainable. Trying to hit winners is unsustainable. It produces more unforced errors, right? So there's 6 ways you win a point. 2 unforced errors, 1 by you and your opponent. 2 winners, 1 by you and your opponent. And then 2 forced errors by you and your opponent, right? So the extremes are where? Where are the extremes if we line them up? Unforced, forced, winners. Where are the extremes? Winners and unforced errors. So we don't focus on those. We focus on how can we force our opponent to make an error, and how can we keep ourselves from being forced into an error by make sure we reset. That's the thing about tennis. It's the subtle things that make the big difference. You only win tennis matches by a little, not by a lot. Momentum is the racket. Okay, we're going to call that momentum. Okay, you win 2 points in a row. Thank you, you have momentum. Okay, you win 2 points in a row. The momentum goes here. You didn't take the momentum, you just got it back to in between. Now they're fighting for the momentum. Now you win 2 points in a row, you have the momentum. You win a point you win a point, you win a point. Who has the momentum?
He always does because he's a you get split all day if you win 2 points in a row.
So 2 points in a row is I call that a momentum point.
Right.
And 3 points in a row, I call it a conversion.
Got it.
So ready? Watch this. So we're going into conversions. You win 2 points in a row. Okay? You win another point in a row. That momentum point just turned in or transformed into a conversion point. Now you have one conversion. Put that in your pocket and hold on to it, baby. Because a conversion is big momentum. Its focus is the picture and pressure is the frame. And when you're up in the score, you're playing not to lose. I can afford to lose. So the pressure's lifted. The frame, you ever seen a picture on the wall with no frame? It's hard to focus on it. Like you walk right by it and go, but if it has a really amazing frame, what the games are doing is it's innately bringing up the question of how do I focus? And then you as a coach use metaphors, stories, but try to keep it in context of what's really going on.